Hello, beautiful people. My name is Alyssa. I am here to teach you a quick 20-minute mindfulness flow. So I know a lot of yoganans and professional yogis will be like, what can you do in 20 minutes? That's when the body just starts to warm up. Well, sometimes that's all we have. So I figured for those who just kind of want to, get something in really quick, maybe before bed, maybe first thing in the morning, or just it's your lunch break and you want to just feel something and slow down, then this is perfect for you. We're just going to do a little lunging sequence. Open up the hips, of course, open up the shoulders, and then sit for a moment, have a quick shavasana, and hopefully you feel a little better afterwards. So let's get right into it. We only have 20 minutes. You'll need a mat, towel, blanket, anything for comfort beneath the knees and for your foundation. And some, you won't need yoga blocks, but they're always nice to have near you. And maybe a blanket even just for comfort. I'm not bringing anything with me just in case you don't have anything as well, but whenever we can use something, I'm definitely gonna slip that in there for you. So let's get started. We're gonna get started in a tabletop position. So stacking the wrists beneath the elbows, the knees beneath the hips, tops of the feet on the mat. So spread the fingers nice and wide. Allow the chin to drop towards the chest to get the extension of the neck nice and long, and then reach the tailbone towards the heels, just growing the spine. Take a deep breath in, breathing through the back of the heart, so in between the shoulder blades. And then start to really dunk the chin towards the chest and let the crown of the head go towards the earth. On your next inhale, let the right ear reach towards the right shoulder. So we're taking our head all the way around. Begin to lift the gaze, lift your head, take the left ear towards the left shoulder and take it back around. Do that as many times as you'd like. Faster, as slow as you'd like. Once you've had enough of that, come back to the bottom and take it to the other side. So lifting left ear towards left shoulder. Following the breath, taking the right ear towards the right shoulder. So take that again as many times as you'd like. And then once you're done with there, let the head just kind of drop. Maybe find some swaying, a release through the shoulder blades. And try to keep the arch out of the back. So keep the spine nice and neutral. One more breath. And then when you're ready on your next inhale, start your cat and cow. So begin to lift the hips, drop the belly, lift the gaze for your cow pose. This is your big inhale. Exhale, start to tuck the tailbone, round the spine, and release the head for cat pose. Inhale to lift the hips, sink the belly, really fan the collarbones nice and wide. Exhale, always starting with the hips, rounding the back, pressing the earth away. Take this as many times as you'd like, and feel free to add any other movements that might feel good. So swing the hips side to side, maybe spinning the fingers towards the knees. Use this moment as an exploration of the body. So getting all of the fresh cobwebs off the surface, getting any of the pockets of tension cleared with some breath right away. Once you feel like you've had enough of those, on your next inhale, let's meet in a neutral spine. Take your time. We'll tuck the toes and then walk the hands about a handprint forward. Shift the hips forward so the shoulders could go past the wrists. With the toes tucked, start to take the hips towards the right, hips back towards the heels, hips towards the left side. Make a big circle. Be dramatic. Take up space. Really dunk the chest when you come back. Really feel the feet flexing, so breathing through the soles of the feet. When you're ready, reverse your circle, taking it to the left, back, towards the right, and forward. Slowly getting into the whole body, incorporating bigger movements. Next time you come back, really stretch the hips towards the heels. Keep the arms nice and active, so plug the fingers into the mat, but rest the forehead to the ground. Keep the elbows lifted, plug the shoulders in, and really feel like you're stretching back, stretching the soles of the feet. So feel like you're ripping the mat apart with the hands. We'll just take another breath just like this. Rooting the fingers down, keeping the arms nice and active. On your next inhale, peel yourself up through tabletop. We'll shift it past the wrists and lower the whole torso to the mat. Untuck the toes and ground the forehead. Drop the shoulders down the back and narrow the elbows. On your inhale, press through the palms, lift the heart, baby cobra. Exhale, head down. We'll tuck the toes, press through tabletop. Begin to lift the hips. Find downward facing dog. Pedaling the feet. Nodding the head yes, shaking the head no. So again, climbing into your body now, getting into the whole body, incorporating the legs. Sway the hips. And once you're ready to find some stillness, reach the heels back and down. We'll just take another breath in and out. Let's inhale, rise to the balls of the feet, bend the knees, look past the thumbs, step or walk, taking baby steps to the top of the mat. Taking your time, moving at your pace. Step the feet at least 2/5 of a distance, like 2 hips width the distance, or hip width distance, and just hinge. Find a ragdoll. Give me 2 deep breaths just like this. Again, dunking the chin, letting the head get heavy, weight into the balls of the feet. Next time you exhale, release whatever you're holding on to. We'll pour weight into all 4 corners of the feet, soften the knees. On your inhale, sweep the arms out and up, coming to the top of your mountain, let the palms press, gaze lifts. Exhale, hands through heart center. Find your Tadasana, so arms by your side. Roll the shoulders up by the ears. Exhale, back and down. Feeling the foundation of all the standing and balancing poses right here. Allowing the tailbone to get long, tucking the pelvis to lift the heart. We'll just take another deep, full breath here. And you can open the mouth and sigh it out. On your next inhale, sweep through your widest wingspan, arms out, palms press overhead. Exhale, dive it forward, fold in half for Uttanasana. Inhale, come halfway up, so long spine, palms to shins. Exhale, soften the knees, plant the hands, and lunge the left leg back in space. Come to a runner's lunge. Really pressing all 4 corners of that right foot down and driving the left heel away from the body. You could come to fingertips or to blocks here. Really reach the heart forward. Take another deep breath in. On the exhale, soften the back knee, untuck the toes, stack the spine as you reach the arms to frame the ears. Start to wrap the pinkies in and sink the top of the left thigh forward and down. So press that right shin forward and keep lifting the heart. We'll take another inhale, reaching. Exhale, start to float the hands down and interlace the fingers at the low back. Press the knuckles the way, open the heart. Just one more breath here. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. And then release the hands to the mat and just shift the hips back. Roll onto that right heel and lower the heart, coming into just a half split, breathing into the back of the legs. You could shift the hips, find some movement. Keep that right foot nice and flexed. One more inhale here. Stay for the exhale. And then we're going to walk it forward, ground the sole of the right foot. At the same time, pour weight into the left hand, tuck the back toes. Inhale, sweep the right arm out and up. So we're finding a lunging twist. Find your deep breath. You could scrunch the fingers, roll the wrist, maybe even windmill the arm. One more inhale just to peel that shoulder blade open. Exhale, hand down and step it forward, fold in half. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step or hop back. Flow through your vinyasa. So your choice, you could lower with or without the knees in Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale for baby cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale, roll over the toes, lift the hips for downward facing dog. Pedal the feet, take another breath. And then inhale, float the right leg up and back. Let the toes face down. Exhale, round the spine, knee to nose. Step the right foot next to the right thumb. Rise up, face forward for your crescent lunge. Sink that left hip down. Hopefully it's opened a little more. Softening the tissue. Maybe you feel like you have more range. We'll just take one more breath. Wrap the pinkies in. Exhale, step it forward, fold in half. Inhale, rise up halfway. Bend the knees, plant the palms, and lunge the right leg back in space. Find your runner's lunge. Come to blocks or fingertips. Drive the right heel back, shoulders away from the ears. Take another breath like this, just kind of warming up that right hip. And then soften the back knee, untuck the toes, sweep the arms out and up, come to your low lunge. Start to feel that right hip stretching forward and down. And lift the heart. Maybe you find a slight arch in the back. One more big breath in. Exhale, hands down and interlace the fingers at the low back. Put the opposite thumb on top and open up the heart. Again, one more breath. Really dial that right hip point forward, squaring the hips to the top of the mat. On your exhale, release the hands, frame the front foot, shift the hips back, roll on to the left heel and drive the left toes towards the face. We'll just take 3 deep breaths here in this half split. Release the back of the neck. One more inhale. Sink for the last exhale. Inhale, ride it forward, bend into that left knee. Again, simultaneously ground the right palm, tuck the right toes, and inhale, sweep the left arm out and up. Of course, if this isn't working well for you, lower the back knee. So scrunch the fingers, rotate the wrist, maybe windmill the arm. One more breath in, reach that left arm up. Exhale, lower the hand down, step it forward, fold in half. Big breath in, halfway up. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step it back. Flow through your vinyasa, or you could go straight to down dog. Wait for the inhale to scoop the heart forward and up. And then exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Take a big breath in. And then inhale to lift the left leg up and back. Exhale, step it through next to the left thumb. Drive the right heel back, face forward, crescent lunge. Again, opening that right hip. We'll take a full breath, relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Exhale, step it forward, fold in half. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step or hop back. Flow through your vinyasa. Knowing that vinyasa is always an option. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Find your breath, find your rhythm, lift the hips nice and high. Take one more breath in. And out. Start to soften the knees to the mat. And we'll come into a tabletop. Stack the wrists beneath the elbows, knees beneath the hips. And then start to stretch the right leg back. So just rock back and forth. Shoulders away from the ears. Start to lift that leg up. Maybe you rotate the ankle. And then flex the foot, lift that hip high, and start to reach the left arm to frame the left ear, grounding into the right hand. You could stay here and lift the arm and leg up, or maybe you flex that leg, reach the left hand back to meet the foot, and lift up like this, coming into tiger pose. Opening the heart, pressing the foot into the hand, not crashing into that right shoulder. Take another breath in, breathe into the low back. And then on your exhale, do not slingshot the foot, but slowly release with control. And we'll come back to tabletop. Sit back on your feet for a moment. Roll the shoulders away. Feel the vitality, feel the prana sourcing through the body. Building some heat quick, stretching the body quickly, but precisely with some mindfulness with the breath. So let's get it to the other side. We'll come back into a tabletop. Stretch the left leg long behind you. Find some movement. Start to float that left leg up. Play around with the hip. Rotate the ankle. And then begin to flex the left foot and float the right arm alongside the ear. So again, option one, you can lift up like this, or maybe you bend the left leg and capture the foot with the right hand. Press the foot into the hand and open up the body. Again, lifting the tailbone, lifting the heart, both ends of the spine, finding a nice back bend. Take another breath in. On your exhale, release with control. Lower everything back to the mat. Spread the knees out as wide as the mat. Let the big toes touch. Shift the hips back. Find child's pose, balasana. Lower the head to the mat. And breathe. Start to peel yourself up to tabletop. Walk the knees in. We'll sweep the feet from under us and come to lie on our backs. Let the knees bend. Lift the right ankle over the left thigh. And then lift that left leg. Thread the hands either around the thigh or around the shin. Flex the right foot and draw the knees towards the face. Breathing into the outer right hip. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. Find your steady breath. Take another breath here. And then on your exhale, release the hands. Cross that right leg all the way over the left. And let the knees just fall off towards the left side. Let the right arm come out. Head tilts towards the right shoulder. Maybe close the eyes and breathe into this supine twist. We'll just take another breath here. And then start to lift the knees up towards center. Uncross the legs. Switch it up. So left ankle crosses over the right thigh. Lift the legs up. Cross the hands through the thigh or maybe around the shin. Flex the left foot. Draw the knees towards the face. Focusing on the breath going to the left outer hip. Wherever focus goes, energy flows. So again, just being mindful with the breath. And then release the hands. Cross the left leg all the way over the right. Let the knees fall off towards the right side. Left arm comes straight out. Head can tilt. And find your breath. Start to lengthen the exhales a little longer than the inhales. Begin to lift the knees back up towards center. And you can let the legs both go long and just take a few breaths here before really climbing into Shavasana. Or maybe you take a happy baby, drawing the knees in towards the armpits, sliding the arms inside the legs, and then capturing the feet. You could find yourself rocking back and forth, maybe lengthening one leg and then the other. Find what feels good. And then here comes another option. Once you're done with this, you could
hold the knees in together towards the chest and just breathe. Or maybe you come into a plow pose if that's in your practice, swinging the feet up over the head, using the hands as support for the low back. And maybe thinking about grounding the toes, keep lifting the hips. Be safe at home in your own practice. Only if you feel confident enough that you have the energy and the breath to move into this pose. When you're ready, we'll come back down, stretch yourself out, take up space. Your space matters and your matter is space. So really cozying up so that you feel good to stretch out. So maybe you roll a blanket up, place it underneath the knees. Maybe wrap yourself in a blanket or find an eye pillow. Make Shavasana a treat to you. And we'll just take these next few minutes here together with the self. Begin to deepen your breath. Allow the fresh air to slowly waken the body. Maybe wiggling toes and fingers, wrists and ankles. Maybe climbing into the neck and rocking the head back and forth. If it feels good, stretch the arms up overhead. Let's take a full deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Start to draw the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze, some love. And then when you're ready, let the knees fall off to one side. And slowly, taking your time, build your way up to sit. If you can, keep the eyes closed, being sure not to disturb anything. Or just have a soft gaze forward and down. We'll take the shoulders up by the ears, back and down, and sit up nice and tall. Gather the hands at heart center. Bow the head as you relax the shoulders. Just take a deep breath in, breathing into the palms of the hands for just showing up, having gratitude for this space, this opportunity, this time, and this body, this life vehicle that can take us through so many journeys and experiences through our lifetime. Next time you breathe in, start to float the base of the thumbs to your third eye or in between your eyebrows. Lean back, invite in the light, love, and peace. On your exhale, fold it forward to seal in your practice. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that was just what you needed. Any feedback would be great. You can always reach out to Lumos and Jess and myself. Take care.